Folks.
Sound like.
All right, hi folks. We are getting started now. Ooh, I'm excited.
Woot woot.
And actually, that volume might be a little bit loud. I can fix that if everybody gives me a second here.
Dana, are we matching?
I don't have my my Mega Man, but I am wearing one of Joe's hoodies.
Yeah, but I was like, I have my little black sweatshirt on, so clearly we are matchy-matchers. I do not have a hood.
I'm hoodlum.
My office mate and I apparently are on some sort of secret roommate cycle by which we show up to school all the time dressed in somewhat identical clothing.
That's great.
Somehow there's just a memo that goes around that today was yellow sweater day, and the other day was purple sweater day, and then the other day was like red pants day, and we're like, seriously, how do you keep doing that?
I had some people make fun of me. I want to point out that I made all of my save files duplicates at the end of our broadcast last week because I knew my kids would mess with some of them.
Oh,
and look,
you're a smart man.
9 deaths on the middle file. We don't need that. We want this one, I think.
You can take video live, it wouldn't be a problem. I mean, I'm standing centered in my frame, so. Well.
Any second now.
Yeah, Joe's helping.
Nice.
I would not have figured this out. This is plugged in like up into the monitor, and
It's just a USB port.
yeah, but it's complicated enough.
So,
Left.
we've got some cool stuff going on here that I want to touch on.
I also don't know how to get this to go back into my headphones.
Most people get in the bed right away. Listen to how repetitive this is if you don't.
You notice?
I don't have any music.
Oh yeah, I gotta share screens and sound with you all. I'm a jerk.
That'd be awesome.
That's
There you go.
hanging on monitor.
It was hitting my monitor.
Karen, can you see in here now?
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, so it's just the one chime, kind of like I'm low on health, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's pop over to our Game Boy edition of the game.
You what?
I unplugged. Mouse.
We'll go in the same location. And look, the annoying chime has been perfectly replicated.
There's a bed!
There is, let's get in it.
That is the greatest dream sequence theme ever.
So what we're getting now is a weird alternate take on the Windfish theme. We're just gonna let this sit for a minute. I'm on save states today, so I have the ocarina on a different save state. Great, that's the loop point. Back to our Switch version. Let's get in here. Hi, Hexacord. I'm gonna let this play for a second before I go get the ocarina. I really like the oboe here. It sells me on the dream. What's up, Drill?
Yeah, hey there.
Tracking over.
I'm just gonna grab this real fast. So, wait, did you guys hear the get item sound is on the ocarina for this item only?
Oh, cool. Nice.
Alright. No, Hexacord, that's awesome. I'm just sorry you have to grade papers, man.
That's all I have
Yeah,
to
that's
do.
totally awesome, and I also need to grade papers, but I'm not going to do it right now.
I've got videos to grade, and
Yeah, you definitely can't do that right now.
no. Alright, let's
I'm
go out.
several weeks behind on one assignment that needs grading, and it's terrible.
the video midterms, it's going to be 3 weeks now. I feel bad for my students. It's just been a rough couple days here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the students
yeah.
tomorrow straight up, like, I've got everything going on except for this one assignment that I haven't graded in 3 weeks, and here's why.
Yeah. So we're going to switch back to the Game Boy version at this point. Let me grab the other controller and punch a button.
Thank you.
Music
I
theory.
wonder if I can put this over my hood and just be like, Hoodlum Dana.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Yeah. This is very Zelda hoodie, so.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
Alright, this is one of my favorite moments in the whole Zelda franchise. We're gonna get a lot of, I think 3 of those big moments for me today. First is learning the song from Marin.
Oh, that's right. We moved my. There we go. Such a good song. Also, so much range for an ocarina.
Correct.
Hashtag impossible ocarina.
Is that like sticky ginger?
Yeah, it's like
Yes,
sticky
yes.
ginger. Also, ocarina harmonizing with itself.
Yeah, it's one of those polyphonic
Yeah,
ocarinas.
hexachord, I
Yeah.
think it's to force us to differentiate a sound between Marin and Link. And
Yeah.
they're out of
Like,
timbres
they're
if you want an ocarina sound on the Game Boy. So they just go about it with pitch. I think it's a fine solution for the Game Boy.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that as well. That it's like he's learning to play along and she's singing, so they're presenting that as some kind of
Right.
Keep it
Harmony.
fresh.
Alright, we're going
Fresh
to
in your
pause
mind.
this version, go back to the Switch. Oh man, I love everything about the music in this version. It's so good. Okay. In any case, here's us learning the song on the Switch. We get a little cutscene, you'll notice. We actually cut to a clean camera angle, which is rare on the Switch edition of the game. That it fixes our camera position.
oh, and it's actually like somebody singing.
Yeah. Wordless female voice.
And
There you
no,
go,
no more
Karen.
impossible ocarina either,
Yeah.
because they don't need to differentiate on pitch. They can do it on timbre.
This is totally going into my chapter.
Ooh, now hexachord, that's an interesting catch that I did not pick up on, actually. Marin is lower than the ocarina on the Switch version. And higher.
Yeah, but it's because it's so much clearer that it's a female vocal timbre that you don't have to differentiate in the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Why can't I pull up my notepad?
Alright, you know what? Actually, to save us some time, hold on. Chicken out of the way, please. Thank you. We're just gonna buy some bombs. That's gonna save us a lot of headaches later. Okay.
I love that shop theme so much.
I just love the oompa like bassoon thing, like the
Every single time it starts over, I'm like, yeah, string quartet. It does not get old.
Really? I don't know how to feed myself.
Oh wait, can I get there this
Oh,
direction?
I should try typing and you can
No,
tell
I
me if
can't.
it's obnoxious.
Hold on, I have to
Can
go
you
the
hear
other way.
anything?
It is not obnoxious, Dana.
Yeah, you're fine.
Woo! It's actually, this is really going to be confusing though, because it's like an old, it's a Mac keyboard, but this is a PC that I'm on, so there's going to be some weirdness with that.
Oh yeah,
But
that
it's
is a little
fine.
weird.
I liked the feel of that quiet key, but it was not what it was meant to be.
Ouch.
It was quiet
was
relative,
neither quiet nor
right.
yeah.
quiet relative to other mechanical keyboards. But... What are you sipping on, Karen?
I am tag teaming a dram of the bourbon with a cider.
Oh, that's so smart.
It's a smart day. Like it's been a weird couple of days. Today has been this week has been a week where every day has been a Monday. And today there has been both good news and bad, so I'm celebrating with bourbon and then the cider on top of that because it is very fall today and I love it.
Yeah. Low string taking the melody. Look at that. Love it.
Yeah, everything about this is good. By the way, for the sake of time, I'm skipping a lot of secret seashells. There's one, maybe two, right around here. I'm gonna get those off stream. One of my few complaints about this edition of the game, okay, this one was right there, I'll pick that one up, is that you only needed 20 of these to get the level 2 sword in the original. You need 40 now.
Wow, why?
Because there's...
What motivates that choice?
They added a lot to the game. It's every remake wants to add something. They added the seashells.
Okay.
And I'm not entirely opposed to having new stuff to do in this edition of the game, but it changes when you can get it.
Yeah. Yes.
I still love
Classic
that theme. Like,
fanfare.
that was always my favorite theme, just about in the original. And like anytime I hear that, I'm just like,
oh, the ba 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 ba.
yeah. Just that little bit. I just love that cue.
I did an Instagram story once of me just playing that. And I got so many likes.
What random thing do I have right now?
Oh,
Perfect. Hey, I have the honeycomb for the trading quest. I've done everything correctly. What do you know?
Yay! Pineapple!
Honeycomb for a pineapple, by the way, is the one, like, fair trade on both sides of the trading quest.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm in the mood for one, sometimes I want the other one. Alright, we have to go get Marin. We will do that.
I have cider in my fridge. I'm kind of wanting cider now. To copy Karen.
It's been like mid to upper 60s, so warmer than it should be by a bit. But you wake up in the morning and it's in the low 30s. So it's really crisp, and all the foliage is gorgeous right now, and half the leaves are off the trees, and everything is orange, and all the apples are out, and they're really good. And I was like, I want a cider.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. It's really, really lovely.
We haven't been getting quite that cold. We've been getting like 40s, 50s in the morning, but we haven't been getting quite down.
We've had our first frost.
Wow.
Legit had our first frost.
Have not had our first freeze yet, because Addie has been nervous about getting her corn harvested in time.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I bet.
She is still not out of time. Tomorrow will be the first frost. And actually the first freeze, I should say. And
yeah,
the first hard freeze, I think, will come next week.
Yeah, we still have a ways off before a hard freeze. There's still stuff blooming on the farm. I may still have raspberries out back. It's unclear.
Hey, this is where we need to be, right here, but we have to take a break and switch over. This is the one save state I don't have prepared in advance for us today.
Ugh, jeez.
I know, I'm the worst. Okay.
The utter worst, Ryan. The utter
Ryan,
worst.
chat, Lady Pentacorn in chat says hello.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I missed it when I switched scenes. Hi. It's one of
That's
our
what we're
master's
here
students
for.
at MSU.
Nice.
Brilliant. Just once I want you to get, like, beamed in the head with the ball because you're walking between those kids.
It can happen. I think it just passes through you, though.
I think it passes through you, yeah. I want, like, a bonk sound. Yeah, this is too cold right now. I'm drinking just a little sip of white wine.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. But it was in the fridge because I opened it to cook, and it's too cold. It doesn't feel right for the season.
Jarrell, if that wasn't one of literally the first things that you see in the game, I would agree. But 1 heart is like a third of your health. The first time you pass that spot.
So a Wild Steve appeared last night in the Cleveland area.
Nice. How's Steve doing?
Rally. He's fantastic. Busier than ever. He's going up for promotion a year early.
Oh man.
So, which I only ever hear people talk about tenure. I guess I haven't known people like reality hexacord. I haven't known that many people that are that like ahead. So I sort of forgot that like tenure isn't the last thing.
Tenure is not in fact the last thing.
No.
There is work ahead still.
He was filling me in on some of the things that he was putting into the portfolio for that, and yeah, he's going up for full.
Oh.
So, he's good. He was given a guest lecture at Cleveland State, and then we got pizza. Actually, it was at the restaurant where Joe and I had one part of our first date, and Joe hadn't been in the restaurant since that first date, so he was like, oh my gosh, it's been, almost 4 years. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, SMT's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to drive down for Kevin Burke's session, the Sega Genesis stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think there will be anything else at SMT that I will be able to stay for, but since I'm not going to AMS, I think it's more and more likely that I'll at least drive down for a little bit. And then I have a good friend that just moved to Columbus, so like I could like make a day of it, like see her go, either before or after the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. I need to figure out if I'm going to SMT now.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I'm going or not. I should probably make up my mind on that, considering it's 2 weeks away.
Hey.
Okay, so did I do it right? No. Do I have to actually go get the honey? Okay.
Just stream off next week for
Stream
AMS.
is off next week for sure.
Yeah. Then we can decide about SMT later, depending on how many of us are actually there and whatever have you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just found out today that I got some funding for it, which means that I wouldn't... Like, I could technically, I could make it to SMT, but I only just found out, and I'm like, the thing is under 2 weeks away, so...
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know that I have enough time to adequately prepare travel plans and the like, and also with everything that's been going on lately, I just don't know that I have the energy.
That's legit.
So I need to sit down and take like a hardcore look at what I have to do right now. I certainly cannot go if I am still behind on grading and the like. Like, that's ridiculous. So
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'd like to go in general, but it would be so much nicer if I could just teleport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Here it is. It's up here.
So much time lost in an airport, right? It's just so much waiting around and...
Yeah. I mean, that's
Sorry,
the
I
thing,
forgot to get the honey, by the way, on this file.
Yeah.
So now I have to circle around to the animal village one more time, and then we're gonna be done.
It's okay. Yeah, let's see what else is new. So, yeah, Steve, we got dinner at the fancy... It's like a wood-fired pizza place with a good wine list, that type of place.
That sounds legit.
Yeah, they had this prosciutto and fig pizza that I had last week because I went for happy hour with a friend, and oh my gosh, it was so good.
Nice.
The way the
we've got a
fig
place
roasted
like
up in the oven, it was perfect.
Mm.
So we did that, then we came back and he needed some stills. It was actually for a chapter, the chapter he's doing for Melanie and Tim for their companion.
Good, that means I'm not the only one who's not submitted revisions yet. That's outstanding.
Right?
I'm
was
so far behind.
For you, Ryan.
Well, just, I thought that it was for like SMT or something, and that's what, kind of the timing, and then he was like, no, this is for that chapter, and I was like, oh, okay, because I turned mine in already, but they didn't give me a lot to do, to be fair. It was like pretty, I don't know, maybe a half hour of work. to really like address. Which, like, it should be, because this was a dissertation chapter that had already been through the ringer several times, and all I did was cut stuff out of the disc chapter.
Mine needed a lot more work than that.
So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't new work. The only reason I was able to be on time with them, because that was due like right in the middle of my final dissertation push. But I was like, oh, cool, chapter chopped in half. Here you go. And then I was like, if any of this doesn't make sense, it's because it's chopped down from 14,000 word chapter. And
yeah. Okay.
They were pretty much like, here you go, great, do this.
Yeah.
Here's a really cool moment in Link's Awakening number 2, where we have to go pick up Marin on the beach. We'll do the Game Boy Edition first this time, and then jump back to the Switch.
I just noticed you named him Twitch in this.
Actually, it's
Yes, I did.
Twitch.
I've always loved, like, how date romantic they get this music to be out of a Game Boy sound. And this is our first big hint as to what is actually going on the island as well.
Must be.
Tooch.
Tooch.
It's like a cruth.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's medieval and Renaissance instrument day in class, so of course.
You said you're having a petting zoo. I love that.
Yeah, I love that idea.
Tomorrow's petting zoo. I'm dragging something like, I don't know, 50 or more instruments into class and just setting them around the room and letting folks walk around and touch them and play them and,
What kind of
whatever
instruments do you have on display?
What's it?
What are you going to have out?
Oh, from the school's collection, mostly Renaissance and Baroque stuff. So, like, I have sackbuts and cornetos and Renaissance flutes and some older stuff. Like, there's a random psaltery and a lute and, all that sort of thing. Then from my own collection,
Here we go with the date sequence on the Switch. I think all those instruments are awesome, by the way, Karen. This is the best thing. It'd be awesome to have half of that.
Well, I mean, they're not the best instruments, but a lot of them are in working order. Like the shawms and the dulcians don't have reeds, but they're functional if somebody would get them reeds.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing in my own rebec and gamba and some Renaissance and Baroque recorders and my spinet.
Yes.
Dragging my tabletop spinet in. So yeah, it's a really fun. It's gonna be fun.
I want to point out, it'd be so easy to fill this emptiness and not have just the exposed lines in this remake. And leaving it as essentially the chiptune lines is really brave on the part of whoever did the arranging for this. Waiting until the loop to start filling.
But with real seagulls.
Dana, you can come and take my class anytime you want, and so can this other person, whose name I cannot say, Rausiki. You are welcome to all come and take classes with me.
There have been several that y'all have spoken about topics, and I'm like,
Yeah.
can I take yours? Can I not teach them? Can I just take classes forever?
Speaking of topics, really quickly, the double reed instrument here that we just heard at the end of the loop is our romantic lady interest instrument. Marion Ravenwood gets the oboe in Indiana Jones.
Nice.
And
Marion.
Because of that, if you hear Will Roget's score to Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, it's this Call to Adventure style track, but instead of trumpet, it's on the oboe, because Lara Croft is a badass adventuring lady, which I think is a really smart take there.
This arpeggiated ostinato, whatever it is, accompaniment is so interesting. The timbre on this.
I know, it feels like it wants to be chiptune, but they don't go all the way chiptune with it.
And they add a lot more like reverb to it. It's really resonant. It really takes up space.
Yeah.
You were talking about the sparseness and the choice to not fill it in, but there's space implied.
Yeah. Oh, I have to repeat a joke from Saturday Night Live because it was really good last week. Phoebe Waller-Bridge hosted a couple weeks ago, and we caught the episode either yesterday or the day before. But this sequence reminded me. Everybody on the internet started calling the priest Hot Priest. And she and Andrew Scott sat down to figure out what was so attractive about him, and they came to the conclusion that he listens.
Dear.
And I like the idea of, like, two people just sitting and having a conversation, which it's very rare to see this in video games.
Yeah.
Well, look how excited we are to have Narin with us. The music is so excited right now.
I love the way that you, like, lift her up just like any item you would get in a Zelda game.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you notice how the overworld track sounds right now?
Yeah, it's all with ocarina.
Okay, I love it.
So cute.
It's really cute.
This is maximum kawaii right now.
Yeah, it is. It's like two little kids, like, pumped about hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Alright, that's our loot point. We're gonna move on for now. The inside is the same here.
Why don't they put that on Ocarina? Why don't they put everything on Ocarina when she's here? That would make me happy.
Yeah, that'd be
Fail.
pretty great.
But this is so cute.
That? Okay. Yeah, Jarell, she does that in the Game Boy version as well, where she just trails you no matter what. So if you do something insane like that, she just, whatever, she doesn't care. Oh, we're this way though, right? No, in the village and then down. Yeah, this way. Alright, really quickly we will bounce back. And now I'm on save state, so we don't have to worry about... Alright, let's wake up our walrus here. You only hear this song 4 times, so I figured we could hear it every time on Game Boy.
Yeah. It's a nice surprise, too. It's not like a prank channel on YouTube surprise. Like, oh yeah, it's this beautiful voice singing to you. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I don't think that's a scaring him thing.
No, not at all. Alright, back to Switch, where we will do the same.
Oh, that's such good snoring. Oh my god.
Yes! Get dunked, walrus. Alright. Alright, so a fun bonus thing in this edition of the game. Oh, it won't happen yet. Later we can come back and wake up the walrus who is still in the water. He'll give us a seashell in only this edition of the game.
Nice.
Guess we'll be doing that later.
Excuse me. I have like very slight cold and it's just enough to make a bang.
The bosses
Annoyance.
are gonna start talking to us. They have not done that yet.
Is he saying annoyance as in just announcing his state, or is he calling you annoyance?
I think it's a name-calling thing.
Slow down!
No! Shit.
Ah.
I know.
Womp womp.
Hold on.
Yep.
Let me at least get whatever's in here.
Well, there is that.
I mean, that's
because
fine.
we started playing this last week, I started replaying Link Between Worlds because
Oh.
Jarell and I had been talking about how much we love that game. And then we played this and I was just kind of in the mood for it, so I was really far in the game, but I didn't want to like go back and figure out where I was, so I just restarted.
Nice.
I'm making good progress though, because I remember how a lot of, first of all, it's very similar.
I think
the world is
Link
very
Between
similar
Worlds
to
might be my airplane
past.
game next week.
Oh, it's great. So good.
It's either going to be that or Majora's Mask, but it's definitely Zelda.
I really, really enjoyed. I didn't even finish it the first time around. Like, I got very, very, very far, but I didn't even finish it the first time, and it's still in my top 5. Like, I knew just from pretty much the beginning. I was like, yep, this game. As soon as that, the painting melting into the wall mechanic was introduced, I was like, yep. I'm all about this.
Yeah, I think Link Between Worlds is the best game on the system. Now the key goes with me, right? Yes, okay. That's acceptable.
It looks like a fish hook. Which
It
makes
does.
sense. Okay, I am gonna grab cider. BRB.
Yep, we just have to walk to the next dungeon now anyway, so you have a minute.
I'm proud to be the cider enabler.
Here's our owl time, telling us where to go. My drink for the evening, by the way, is the very last Founder's beer I had, and I will be buying no more because their brewery sucks in terms of politics.
Oh, what happened? I didn't hear.
They had a culture where they threw around the N-word a lot at people directly,
Ah.
and their defense in court over the harassment was, we didn't realize he was black, and it's okay as a result. So anyway, I'm not buying any more Founder's beer ever, and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of like Yingling is not great. That makes me sad. I like Founders.
Luckily in Michigan I have lots of other Michigan beers to choose from, so I'm not
Right?
gonna be hurting
Just,
too bad.
Get right on over to Bell's.
That's right.
Drink me an Oberon, please. Like, I love that it's just, I don't know, the more I listen to this track with like the string quartet feel, the more I feel like it's like this big heroic theme, but also I'm expecting a waiter to come out with a towel over their arm and
There's something about this version of the game, like everything about this. Oh, hold on a second. We have the fanfare. Alright. Everything about this version of the game reminds me of Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, in that you feel like you're playing a tiny miniature, a representation of something.
uh-huh.
Alright, let's hop on over to that waterfall, and then we'll load the Game Boy version, so we can be right outside the dungeon as well.
Okay.
Okay. Can I do it this way? Yeah.
Oh, I should put my hood back up. Hold on.
Okay.
Full Zelda here. There we go. So, this is a pumpkin pie wedding donut.
Nice.
They gave us a dozen, and they were just like, here you go, here's an assortment, try all of them.
Wow.
So, I mean, and it was like really good flavors too. So there's like a s'mores one, there's like a banana split one, there's a maple bacon one. But I thought because I'm doing cider and bourbon and doing the fall thing that I would do the pumpkin.
That sounds so good, and I want a bite of that. Please put it through the Skype for me.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Okay, quickly, this is Dungeon 4. Dungeon 4, and you'll notice I have the red armor now. We're gonna go get that on the Switch after Dungeon 4.
Oh man, it's like pumpkin buttercream. Holy crap.
Oh my god, I hate you right
You're
now, Dana Plank.
killing
You can't
me.
eat that in front of us on stream.
You guys are gonna get to eat this.
Yes, we are. And I'm
We
gonna
booked
eat
them.
a lot of that. Okay.
We straight up just booked them right now. We didn't really need to test anything. We're like, yep, you're great.
This dungeon theme is our cave theme at double tempo up an octave.
Yes, it is.
It's exactly
I
and
was
only
distracted by my donut to
that.
comment.
Which means, of all the dungeon themes, there is room in the remaster to actually change this one into something more meaningful. I suspect they were running short on time and just needed something in here. And this was put not quite as a placeholder, but as just whatever
So the original,
works,
I mean, for
ship
this?
it. Yes, like this arrangement we're hearing now. I strongly suspect the reason it's only double tempo is to save time. The game needed to be done, right?
Possibly.
Pause that.
I don't know
switch
much
back.
I don't know much about the production schedule for this.
I don't either. That's sheer speculation on my part. So here we go. New music now, for the first time.
Hello.
We'll just take a minute. I think this is one of the more interesting pieces on this soundtrack as a result. Oh,
You
see-
can still hear it in there, though.
Yeah, they mix
totally.
it in there. But then now they provide
that they stuck
the
it in.
full context.
It's just
I
like
really
two
like
different, two different streams. It's kind of heterophonic, you know? Like it just sounds like they're both going their own way.
Yep.
I don't know. I think they kind of go together. It's so pretty. I love the.
I don't see it as a harmony though. Like I see it as very two separate things that are happening to happen at the same time.
The contrast is really interesting to me.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite things I've heard of this soundtrack so far.
Love that sound.
High horns.
Sorry for interrupting, I have to get the key. I want to say while we're resetting, I love the idea of second and third loops changing elements of the song, like that horn coming in. Okay, I like the drowning sound so much, I'm not even mad I got hit there.
Softens the blow when you like the sound.
Dana, if you want to see a disaster, come see what remains of my office / the Closet of Doom. It's the only part of the house that still needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Our bedroom
I mean-
still has like a ton of boxes. That's what needs to be done here.
You can see just like random boxes of Gatorades and stuff all around me. So this office is one of the most disastrous. The guest room is clean because Steve was just here, so I don't know. The kitchen has been kept relatively clean. It's just the
Bedrooms, bath, kitchen, living room are awesome. Office
Nice.
is cluttered, and it's still full of game consoles that need fixing. So I'm really hoping that one day I will be able to get all of these game consoles up and running again.
I thought you were gonna say be able to get Kevin Burke up there.
I don't honestly know how else I'm supposed to get them up and running. I mean,
Yeah, we all need Kevin for everything.
seriously. I mean, it's 2 Ataris, a Sega Gen, and 1 Nintendo, because the one I took apart works. Now the one that was mine as a kid has decided it doesn't want to work, which has me very sad. So I need to futz with that. But once I can get those out of the way, then it's just about cleaning out the Closet of Doom.
Alright, I'm gonna try a couple more times and give up on this big jump.
So Steve brought his Wii yesterday, thinking like, oh, I'll, he asked if he needed to bring it, and I was like, couldn't hurt, because you'll probably have all the save states you need, right? He brought it up and there was nothing on it.
Oh no!
And so he was like, well, shoot. And then Joe was like, hold on, let me check my Wii's. And I was like, notice he used a plural.
Right.
So
Yeah,
he
that's
was
awesome.
able to dig out the original one that his parents had gotten him, like probably the first one. He also buys duplicates of consoles and duplicates of especially controllers, because those tend to be the most unreliable. But he has multiples of a lot of things, so he was able to pull it up, and he had like a pretty complete save. So we were able to get everything Steve needed just from that, which was good.
Amazing.
We don't know if his system got wiped, or if he was just like, oh, I thought I had a save and I didn't check, or whatever.
That doesn't sound very much like Steve. Like, I would think he would have come prepared, but I don't know.
He was surprised by it. I think he hadn't pulled it up in a while.
Yeah.
Oh right, I can't get it because I can't swim yet.
So Steve is actually playing this for the first time.
Yeah.
He was unsure about tune. Like he might watch these later because he said he wasn't done with the game, and he hadn't played it originally, so he's new to this.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well.
But he was saying like, oh, I love all those Mario references that they inserted for the Switch version, and I was like, no.
Right.
Those were there.
Yeah.
And it was a delight on the Game Boy to be like, oh my god, kill this.
And actually, in both versions, if you jump on the Goombas, they'll always give hearts.
Yeah. Donut is ridiculous.
There's the key we need.
I told you one of the cocktails that we're considering is it's like a rye whiskey with like a cold brew coffee kind of concoction. So it's like coffee and donuts.
Yeah, that's great.
I think that one's probably a definite. I don't know. We'll probably do 2. I'm not sure what the other one will be. They had a bunch of really good cocktails. They had like kind of a fall, like pumpkin spicy feeling cocktail that I was like, that could be good.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, all that sounds amazing.
Yeah. Other trying or whatever. It'll just sort of depend on what they've got available. I'm hoping they have a good cider. I may forego wine if they have good ciders on offer, because that's more fall. Things are coming together.
That's good. Alright, we can swim now. And the flippers are adorable in this game. I love it.
I can't wait.
Okay, lower right. Oh, it actually randomizes on you in this one. That's crappy. Upper left. Here. Okay. Well, let's go do that, I guess. We'll do it over here. Look, you can, for the first time in the Zelda games, you can see the flippers.
Yeah, they're so cute. They're so flippy.
Cute and flippy.
Yeah. It just occurred to me, I have to teach like stupid early in the morning, but I've got donuts. It's gonna be like fine to wake up tomorrow because I have a donut I can just like grab on my way out.
Nice.
I'll just have to pick which one. I told Joe he can try all the chocolatey ones. I'll try all the fruity ones.
Oh. I don't know that that's like an equal trade. Like, can't you cut them all in half?
I really like the fruity ones though.
I mean, that's fine, but I wouldn't want to give up the chocolate ones, is what I'm saying.
No, me neither.
There was one called Death by Chocolate, and it was pretty great looking, so.
That sounds intense.
We had gotten, like, a test batch from, like, a hippie place, that their whole thing is they make these, like, little ones, and they're cake donuts. And they're very Instagrammable, but they didn't deliver. They were like, oh, we'll do wedding donuts, you have to pick them up. I was like,
no.
I'm gonna be busy.
Like, you know, getting married.
Be a little busy that day. And nor did I really want to enlist somebody to do that. Like, it's one thing, this place can do delivery and setup, but they're like, we could just deliver them and if you had somebody that wanted to set them up. Like, well, I can actually look into that. That's less of a burden. If maybe like somebody at the venue can do it, you know? But
yeah, for sure.
But even so, it's like not so much money that it's, you know, not the question either. It's like, they just make sense to have them do everything.
Yeah.
I'll be like, the cake plates will be out for you, you just gotta basically arrange.
I need... I really need, like, I need to spend so much time reading and catching up on reading, but there's also so many games that I want to play and catch up with, and I'm so glad that I can watch this one here, because like, I'd want to play this if I were...
This wouldn't have taken too long. Like, this is not a long game, but it's, you know, every little bit helps.
Yeah. I know.
To have someone play through it that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this would be taking me a long time because I didn't play the original and I don't have the same points of reference.
This was so there was a conversation. I interviewed John Tillman today. He's the composer for that Dragon Cancer, which I'm talking on next week at Games Downtown in LA.
Oh, nice. And how did the interview go?
Oh, it was beautiful. I mean, it was like a really beautiful experience. He's classically trained as a pianist and started at age 4. Like, just took an interest in piano and, you know, was playing, had a lot of jazz experience. and he had got an undergraduate composition degree, and so I asked him, sort of for this game specifically, how much was he kind of building things in an audio workstation versus composing on paper, and he said he actually did quite a bit of it at his piano, and that he would sometimes just record himself, but he did actually have sketches, and then I said, oh my goodness, I told him about my transcribing. I'm like, I always am transcribing because stuff there isn't a,
Right.
And we talked about that for a little bit, but then I was like, would you be willing to send me anything? He sent me literally everything he had done, and he's like, oh, I have a few more sketches that I'm going to take photos of and send you. I mean, it's
amazing.
Yeah, that's
wanted to cry when I got the email. It was just so generous and kind.
Wow,
and I so a different thing. It's all his in a way that he can just sort of pass it on without worrying that there's going to be a company asking after it. So, but really, really beautiful interview, and we were just kind of on the same page about a lot of things, and that feels good when you're like, okay, I have this interpretation, and then you're like, is he gonna be like, no, that's not it at all? So it was really cool. I'm looking forward to it. It's a heavy topic. I mean, it's a difficult game, but one of the things we're talking about was sort of the Let's Play community, and how there are a lot of people that said, it's about a child dying of cancer and parents and grieving, and a lot of folks I could never play that game, and we were talking about, like, when you watch a Let's Player play that game versus having the experience yourself, there really isn't an analog for it. Like, the Let's Play really doesn't do it. It doesn't capture it. There is something about the activity. I always pick the heavy. That's not true.
This boss talks to us too. He just says bloop, 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 bloob.
Yes, I think you're kind of picking something. That's really nice to say that my papers have been awesome. I chase the things that I find amazing, and it's a bit of advocacy sometimes when it's a game that people don't know as well, and ultimately where I'm trying to struggle a little bit with this paper is that it is a very heavy topic, but I think ultimately it's a very positive. This is kind of what games are capable of, and this is what game sound is capable of doing, and that's a really beautiful thing to me, even though it's such a heavy, difficult topic about loss and grief in the process. But that's kind of where I'm trying to take this, to steer it so that I don't just depress everyone in the room, but it is hard.
I have no idea what I'm doing for Nakvigum yet. I gotta think.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about Games.com right now. Nakvigum, I might actually just do a performance this year, y'all. What?
That'd be awesome.
I would love to do some kind of performing element, but I don't know that I have another paper in me right now, and that's okay, because I really want to put the effort toward the female solo voice that I talked about last year, and put that effort toward beefing that up for Dana and Michael's book.
Yes.
And catching up on the medieval stuff, and I don't know, I'm really working now. I'm giving this paper twice at Kalamazoo and Leeds on kind of working toward a theory of medievalism in music.
Nice.
Theorizing that a little bit more, but that's not going to be something I can do at Nakvigum 2.
So you do not have to answer this if this is too giving away of your secrets, but is the idea that you'd like replace the Haynes kind of theories of medievalism, or would it just be like expanding on the notion, or
expanding, pushing back? Like, we know how I feel about his chapter.
Keep talking, but it is Mambo time on Game Boy.
I want to hear the Mambo, and then I'll come back.
do.
Love it.
Mambo.
I love it.
I love how they all sing oh.
And here on the Switch, which Darrell says is amazing, let's find out.
Yeah.
The lighting here is amazing. Look at Link as he passes through this. What is going on there?
It's gorgeous. I love the colors and the details on the talkie fish.
Love that. Oh, what is the big Karok's name? I cannot think of it for the life of me.
I love it.
Oh, my heart.
All right, that's adorable.
That's my new favorite thing that's ever happened in a video game.
That's awesome.
That was amazing. Oh my goodness. I want to are you able to go back 30 seconds? That was amazing.
No, it's a one-off. I can't do it again.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so good.
Hi, McAfee. I'm eating a really good donut. That's what you've missed.
Donuts and Mambos. Anyway, Dana, we can talk about more about the medievalism stuff later. I haven't quite figured out where I'm taking it, but I feel like it needs to be theorized a little bit more.
I didn't want to put you on the spot. I was just curious because
that's
randomly
where I've gotten.
I read the entire Haynes book for my Robin Hood paper. So
yeah, and it's good and it's super useful and it's basically the only major guide to that sort of topic theory approach to.
It was the first thing like it, as far as I know, right?
I mean, there's other little things, like there's a random book chapter here or there that talks about medievalism and film music for a certain type of thing, like just the chant, just this or just that. But this was the first thing and the only one that I know of that really tries to synthesize all of these kinds of tropes and talk about their historical background and context. But I find that when he's doing it only in film, it's understandable, but it's not the whole of where these tropes come from or how they're disseminated. His history's fine. I don't care for some of his analyses, although the others are really quite good. But I also don't think that they are the sum total of the tropage.
Right.
Oh,
So.
This track is really adorable. Taking the ghost home.
It sounds like when the grandfather comes out in Stardew Valley.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, nostalgia. Next person to do a nostalgia paper needs to have that screenshot. Or just says nostalgia.
With that, look at that adorable sad ghost.
Maybe it'll make it into the nostalgia book.
Oh yeah.
Which makes me wonder.
Because I didn't have anything for them, so I didn't agree to be in it, so I keep forgetting about it.
Me neither. And it seems like it's finally moving forward, but I have no idea who's contributing to it. And the stuff I would have contributed is more along the lines of the medievalism stuff. And since I'm obviously working on that in a way that I'm not finished with, that wasn't going to be the right home. Yeah. Plus, I want to do my own book on medievalism specifically. So
right, and I think you should.
I may. I would like to move forward with it maybe next week at AMS, but I haven't gotten anywhere near moving forward with it.
Well, I'll tell you, this,
Yeah, McAfee, I agree entirely. that they make the ghosts seem like a side quest, but it's actually required of you.
Right. This paper. So I played that Dragon Cancer when it came out. You know, I was aware of it much before it came out, when it was getting all the attention from GDC and everything, and I kind of had my eye on it. And then, you know, there was like a Reply All, or, you know, some podcasts that I listened to that they did a profile on it, and it was really beautiful. And I played it, and I was like, ooh, I gotta come back to this. I actually had I had a little file on Evernote that my advisor had me start that was Save It for the Book. It was all the games that like had these themes that were kind of related to what I was talking about, but weren't 8 or 16-bit. And he was just like, write it down, you know, so you don't forget, and you can come back to it. And
Nice.
This was the first of that list that I've like very seriously re-engaged with. And it made me realize that, like, in a weird way, it was percolating back here in the back of my head, and that I had a lot of ideas. As soon as I remembered that I wanted to write that paper, I didn't even have to think that hard. I was like, oh, I don't know where this came from, but somewhere in like the year that I had been finishing the dissertation, doing all these other projects, some other ideas have come in that gave me somewhere to go with it. So it's exciting. Nice. Steve and I were talking about that today, that one of the best pieces of advice that his dissertation advisor gave him was like just letting things percolate and actually taking like that downtime to like let things coalesce in your subconscious a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's why we always feel, so many of us always feel like we finish something, a book chapter, a book, an article or something, we put it aside, it goes off to the publisher, and then like, by the time it comes back, you're like, but wait, I have more to say.
Right.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you bring that insight into something else, I guess, but
yeah,
it's, it came up because I was telling him about how we were just talking about like support and Joe and the upcoming marriage and everything, and I was telling him like I really would not have finished the dissertation without Joe, because I had been locked on it for quite a while. I think even before I was actually dealing with trauma that physically derailed me from the dissertation, I think there had been a good 8 months before that I wasn't really getting work done, because the previous relationship was just sucking a lot of energy out of my life. And I didn't have a lot to devote to it, and I was really seriously considering just like, thanks for the coursework, bye, you know. I didn't think I was gonna make it, and that Joe kind of like gave me the space to just do it. And both he and my advisor were like, I think you have a lot more of this ready than you realize. Like, I think a lot of it has been in there for a while, and you just need to get it out. And sure enough, I wrote 150 pages in the month of October last year. Yeah. So it happened, just like it happened for Julianne. Like, yeah, pretty much. Set the deadline, you make it. It happens one way or another in whatever form it does, and it just kind of goes. But yeah, it showed me that all that time that I felt like I wasn't making progress and I was just wasting time and not getting anything done. Like, there was something happening, because I don't know that I would have been able to write it like that otherwise. I'm sure you can relate to that, Karen, the way that yours was like spilling, right?
Well, that was just due to intense.
Dana, listen really fast. Tell me what you're hearing.
I'm hearing Zelda 1.
Correct.
Yeah, but
this is the bonus dungeon added to the Game Boy Color re-release of Link's Awakening, which was originally released in black and white in 1992. We're playing, of course, the Color Edition in 1993. This is the added dungeon, and they did an arrangement of Zelda 1's music as the new thing here.
Oh, it's real good.
And I really like this Game Boy arrangement of it, actually. I think it's excellent.
That low bass is so stratified from everything else. I love this arrangement of this.
There's a new B section,
It really differentiates.
Pulling it out for the B section makes this feel really new, too.
And creepy.
And creepy, that's right.
It's that, like, tiny, tiny, tiny echo delay the super high register, the chromatic minor, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then that bass
This
comes
was
in,
always
and you're
a favorite theme of mine.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I
here we
mean,
go.
here we color dungeon, yeah.
Oh, that.
I
low-
do like that they kept that stratification, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the timbre of that low notes now, those low notes, is really neat.
So rich. You know what that upper voice reminds me of is Star Tropics. Anybody else getting that vibe? Or have I just spent way too much time playing Star Tropics?
I kind of hear
Maybe
it.
both. I don't know.
Something
I have
about
not
it.
played nearly enough Star Tropics to be able to answer that question, even though we did it on stream. I know.
I've played that game a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Nice.
Very much.
I want to note something here. In the Game Boy Color version, you have to be able to tell the difference between red and blue in order to do this area. Every one of these color unique elements is attached to a different shape now. So blues are squares, so that completely colorblind people can still get through the game.
This is like when 2 Dots added colorblind mode, and I was so happy because the color schemes of the levels in 2 Dots, for those that are not up on 2,000 levels into this puzzle game, you're matching dots and you connect them.
Yeah,
and
McAfee,
you get
the
colors.
cracks are different in each tile as well. That's not true on the Game Boy.
Yeah, this is very helpful. The 2 Dots color schemes change depending on like what area you're in, and it's all like these geographies of the puzzle. The dots are like going through the world and they're traveling, and so like the colors are sometimes not that easy to tell apart on their own. Even for somebody with full color vision, they can be kind of subtle in certain areas. So there are times that I turned on like the colorblind mode where it was they put little shapes and to differentiate, because they usually never have more than like 4 or 5 colors operating, so they were able to put the shapes in to sort of help with that. And it was still color coded, but it had the shapes in there, and I found that
even the
super
tiles on this floor, look, the designs are now different,
cool. Yeah.
so you can tell.
Yeah, I love how the red is like more cracked, like you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
It's just really good visual signaling here.
So here you can see all 3 colors you have to use.
There you go.
Circles, squares, triangles. And our clue should be, try if you dare make every tile square, instead of follow your heart be true, make everything blue.
Yeah. Nice. Those are the cutest ghosts. They remind me of Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Aw, Slimer.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
every Halloween I end up watching Ghostbusters at some point, but I have to make room for that. I'm really behind on my Halloween movie watching.
Ghostbusters is one of my favorite, like, movie themes. 80s-ness songs. It's just so good.
Ghostbusters is awesome. Ghostbusters 2 is a hoot. It didn't hold up nearly as well. The soundtrack's great.
Good.
The soundtrack is so random. Like, what other 80s soundtrack are you gonna get Bobby Brown, Run DMC, Elton John, and Boingo Boingo?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
it is good.
The
Actually-
bottles, by the way, are new to the Switch edition of the game. And they function like they do in Wind Waker.
Right. Or, Link to the Past, or Link Between Worlds, or the
No,
bottle
there's a
thing
net
once
in those,
introduced.
though, right?
That's true. That's true. Oh, Young Frankenstein's a good one to watch this time of year.
Oh yeah, both of those are good. I do love Young Frankenstein. Although I was just
Zombieland, I would add to that list. I think Zombieland is a hoot.
Zombieland?
Bill Murray playing Bill Murray is my favorite part of that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of movies that I love to watch. Every Halloween, I always make sure that I watch the Scream trilogy, just because I feel like it's a necessity. So I've already done that. There's a couple horror movies that I really enjoy. That even if they're not like the greatest, there's just something about them where I'm like, no, this is the time where I watch this movie. So
I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas girl, and I attach Halloween not to Christmas. So, because I know folks that do the opposite. But
yeah, no, it's a both holiday kind of movie.
I was in a wedding on my birthday in 2011, and it was a Nightmare Before Christmas theme. And they had the movie projected very faintly on the back wall the entire time for the reception. And it was just such a cool effect. They had a lighting scheme and all this stuff too.
You know what's fun? In the original, they never coded an animation for bouncing while you're holding something, so you don't.
But it was such a cool, like, I've seen themed weddings that can be a little bit much, but I love this wedding, and actually the bride from that is one of my bridesmaids, and her daughter is our flower girl. And the reason we're having donuts, because the daughter called me Donut instead of Dana when she was first learning to talk. So that wedding, though, was just such like a beautiful, the theme was like very subtle, and you know, like the table numbers had little drawings of characters from the movie, but it was just like, it was so classy. It was just really brilliantly deployed. And it wasn't too much. I've been to weddings that are too much of it.
Alright, throw.
Sigma Beta. Yay.
Hi, Sigma Beta! Why do you need to see us?
Because
we're
we're
awesome.
Yes.
I know, but I'm just curious if there's a particular reason.
Because we're awesome.
Okay, who is
Wait.
feeling very smart on camera right now?
Never. Imposter syndrome!
What kind of smarts do you need?
Yeah, what kind of smart do you want?
I need the answer to this puzzle smart. Oh wait, I got it. Check that out. 4 strokes,
Yeah.
I win.
Fine.
Normally I'm not very good at that
I
one.
didn't even have to look stupid for you. You just did it.
I just did it.
You did it. Ryan's the smartest person on camera.
Jarrell, for what it's worth, the first time I did it, it took me like 10 minutes of dicking around. I don't know what was wrong with me.
Sigma Beta, I have practice sessions where it just doesn't work pretty frequently, so I feel you. There are just days where, like, nothing is coordinated whatsoever.
By the way, you can't take your time. He heals himself, so you just have to keep going in. And then he'll break. Okay, I need a vote from people in chat and Dana and Karen. Do we want red clothes or blue clothes?
Red
Blue.
clothes or blue clothes? Blue? Yeah. Always blue.
So you've been taking a lot of
Wow,
damage.
Jarrell. I'm gonna see blue.
That was awesome.
Man.
I'm really proud.
At some point we'll switch, but for now, blue.
I just don't like this.
So So these two benefits were created, by the way. You get either a permanent Guardian Acorn effect, which was already existing in the game, so they didn't have to reprogram new abilities for the Game Boy Color game, which is what we have now, permanent half damage. Or permanent piece of power damage, so your sword will do double.
Yeah, I don't think the offense has been an issue. You're pretty solid on everything.
Yeah, it's probably true. Wait, onward straight away to Dungeon 5, now that, because we already did the side
Karen,
quest.
that's what you need
event.
to get to SMT. You need a whoop, 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 whoop.
I need so many things. I mean, let's just be real. I need a lot of things.
In the middle of the field. God bless Marin.
She's living
just
the best
her
life.
best life. Wow! Never mind.
Jinx. Yes, I was like, she was just feeling,
McCaffey,
you know.
yes, you can switch if you go back to the dungeon. This is true in the Game Boy Color game as well. You can switch at any time.
I want Julianne to show up on stream and appreciate that I'm like wearing a Zelda hood right now.
Yeah, I pinged everybody just to say, where are you coming to join us? But she hasn't said anything back, so I don't know.
She said 10, but you know.
I missed that part.
Yeah, but it is 10 now.
Oh no, yeah, she did say 10. I thought you said 10 like now, like she'll be here in 10 minutes.
Alright, we're going to switch back to the Game Boy version for a minute now. New dungeon means a switch. Oh, not that one. No.
She is a doctor, and she has so much stuff to do right now. It's not.
She's been designated as a doctor.
Yeah, she's
According
almost
to the
a doctor.
Yeah.
She's Dr. Light.
All right, perfect.
Dr. Wiley.
Yeah,
We've already decided that Dr. Designatus is her evil
Yeah.
alter ego.
Yeah, I approve of that.
It only appears when she's wearing that cloak.
Hexacord, we're all doctors in this room.
True, and we all have other stuff to do.
Well, yeah.
I
Stuff you should be doing.
I always have stuff to do, but this is fun.
Yeah.
It's true, and this is work. Sorta.
It is work.
It is work. But it's fun work.
Every
because
now
it's
and then,
fun.
I get stuff that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use that.
This is on
Yeah,
my
that's
CV, therefore it's work.
Heck yeah, it's on my CV, and therefore it is also work for me. I'm fulfilling a work obligation. Thank you very much. I'll do my grading tomorrow.
I'm the only one that has not put this stream on my CV, just so y'all know. I'm the only one that, like, feels weird and has not put it on my CV.
Oh, put it
And
on
I'm the one
CV.
that's, like, not on the market, too, which is, well, I guess, you know, y'all are, like, set, but, like...
Yeah. So
there's
let's
like
listen for
no
a minute
harm
here.
in me putting it on there, but I still have just had like a thing about it.
Here's Dungeon 5. We're starting to move away from our cave theme now. Hexacord, if you email me, I'll bop you like 2 syllabuses.
Yeah,
Syllabi.
I'm copying my email in chat right now, so just email me. I'll pop it in an email for you.
So that
I'm
quick
happy to do that too.
da-da-da-da-dum, that comes from the cave theme still. There's still remnants around.
No.
Alright, we get the idea here. Because I want to finish this and get to the Southern Face Shrine before 11, so we're gonna bop back.
Bop, that's a bop. Bop, bop.
Such a bop.
Woot woot. Ludo type course. Ludo type course. I'm excited because we're finally going to start planning out next semester's video game music class again for the spring semester. And I'm really excited to have a TA and to have a bigger class and start actually planning to maybe Skype some of y'all in.
Yeah, anytime. Sigma Beta, I agree. I think this is one of the weaker dungeon themes. Because the rest of the cave theme likes are kind of melodic and they feel good to listen to. This one is both far away from the cave theme and not very singable.
You could like gamify Skyping me in by not telling me which of my things you've assigned them. So then it's just like a shock when I sign in and they start asking me about something I haven't written in a while.
So the students will ask you questions and you'll be like, have to guess which game they're talking about.
Yeah, like wait, which publication are you talking about? Crap. Oh my goodness. I would love that.
So you know what the thing is about this cave theme? Like, I get what you're saying, but given the number of Mario references that are embedded, there's something very Mario-like about this cave theme that seems to fit with the overall aesthetic.
I agree with that.
And it's like a
Pistachio for string.
Okay, wait,
What?
that's true though. Oh my god.
Jeez.
I love it.
I was like, what are we talking about? No, it sounds to me like the kind of sparse dungeon Mario 3. Like
Yeah, it does.
or like the cave the ship theme kind of thing.
Yeah. We're going to be doing half
yeah,
of Dungeon 6 tonight, by the way. We'll do the bottom half of Dungeon 6, but not the top.
That alcohol in gaming, I mean, that was one of my favorite Naxigum presentations of all time, first of all, thank you.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Second of all, great article. Can I link it? Let me see. Is it paywalled? I do not remember.
Hashtag ICANHasPDF.
I can't
Can we
have
just do a Twitch. Can we just do a Twitch where we discuss that article and play clips from it whilst holding a brandy?
Whilst we have our dear Dr. Smucker on the stream, please, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I vote yes.
Hells yeah, let's do it.
We should definitely
Wait,
do it.
how about we each pick a drunken moment in video gaming for people to analyze?
Wait. Can we just do this? Can we do this stream like it's an episode of Drunk History?
Oh,
And
yes.
just get progressively as we go through the examples of. I want that. I want that. I like this idea.
All of the names of the composers. We'll just be like flipping them around. Koji Uematsu. You know, the
I
one.
don't think any of us are ever going to get drunk enough to make that mistake, but I will.
That's true. I don't think we
that
can.
I'm gonna
by
need
the
medical
end- by the
attention
end of
around
my
if I get
event, I
that
will
drunk.
not be able to. I can't. I will not be able to get. It's like, how many times can you say Hirokazu hit Tanaka 10 times fast, and you're like,
So, I want to talk about this dungeon while I fight this boss for the second of 4 times. There are 4 boss rooms in this dungeon, and if you don't know exactly what you're doing, they're probably going to be empty when you go there. But you notice there's teal tiles now around the corners. This one has 2 teal tiles around the outline of the skull, because this is the second time you fight him. Now we have to go to the room with 3 tiles.
This would be the most shenanigaming of all our shenanigamings if we each chose like a drunken moment in gaming.
well, I mean, we already know what that's going to be for. Well, I don't know. Maybe it could be something else. Maybe I can surprise people.
Teal tiles, teal tiles, teal tiles, teal tiles, teal tiles.
I'm trying to think of what my. I don't know. I feel like my drunken moment would come from the Bard's Tale because it's just too funny.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I love that. Like all of the drunkenness throughout that game, the freaking tavern and stuff.
This is why our community is the absolute best, because, like, no one's really unkind to each other, and we just give each other good examples all the time. That is the
examples.
Yeah, other
That is
academic
just
communities,
true.
like, complain about people. I don't know anybody in Ludomusicology I don't absolutely adore.
and they just, like, they give you such good ideas, and there's also a sense of, like, you do the work that I don't necessarily want to do, but I want it for myself. I want to cite it. I want to teach it. So they're like everybody. I was actually telling John Hillman that today in our interview. I was like, we kind of assign each other topics. Like, okay,
Yeah, for sure.
write that. Like, Ryan, write your Final Fantasy IX as a play paper. You know?
Right, right. See, and I want to do that, but A, I don't have time to do that for NACBM because that's a big paper. And B,
Do that here, just in general.
I don't know if I can sell it to NACBM because it's not music all the time. There's a lot of theater in that, you know?
No, I think it would be like a game studies kind of thing, but it's fine. It doesn't mean it doesn't need to get said.
Well, I know.
Will Gibbons and I, though, we've like planned the next 10 years of each other's careers because it's like, okay, you're gonna write this article, you're gonna do this book, you're gonna do this.
I want like half of his travel budget, by the way.
Oh, I know. Well, he pays a lot of that out of pocket, you have to remember, so.
Okay, I want the ability to pay for stuff out of pocket.
Well, don't have a family, I guess? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
fair.
probably the piece of it. Does Maximum conflict with Pac? I don't. Maximum's end of April, so.
Yeah, first weekend of April.
When is Pac?
Oh yes, glorious hookshot.
You know, y'all should come because
Yeah.
it's at Ithaca and it's gonna
Yeah.
be great.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
Our keynote is by Samus, y'all.
Samus is our keynote.
So
And she's gonna
good.
Yeah, it's gonna be good this year.
and there's gonna be a concert. So
We're having a
concert-
game music concert. Which,
I'm
if
so-
you just hopped on the stream, I'm actually considering applying to perform, so you can all hear the musicologists musicologize, I don't know, in real time.
See, but you
play
can
that
apply to
violin
perform
that
for
I
what,
got.
6 minutes? Right?
Yeah. The other thing that I'm considering is doing like a lightning talk. I probably have plenty of things I could do, but I'm kind of interested in like really promoting the lightning talk as a cool, sexy thing that
Yeah.
many of us do more of.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I love the lightning
We'll do a
talk
little bit
idea.
of both. Column A, column B. We'll see.
So
I have
done
I don't
lightning
know that I
talks
wanna-
the past 2 years at NACBM, and the format is fantastic.
The format is fantastic.
Also, there's absolutely nothing better than live tweeting your own talk.
Yes, I still, I never did post my photos from NACBM for all sorts of reasons, and I need to actually do that because I have these amazing pictures of Ryan giving his talk while
I'm
tweeting
tweeting.
on stage.
That was really good. I love that you stood there too. You're like still the center of attention. You're like tweet, tweet, tweet. It was so good.
I may just tweet from my seat this year.
Yeah, but that was a good statement. I enjoyed it. Oh, CFP.
Yeah, I don't really know that I'm gonna have a paper, or that I'm gonna be able to perform. Although I would perform under the right circumstances, but
I'm already.
Also, this line is new,
collaborating
and this
now,
is just
so.
cutting. Like, I don't like this at all.
People, you don't have a boat to deliver the ow.
No.
Ah. Pete, too soon.
right.
Too soon.
Bite your tongue.
Ouch, Pete. Pete. Oh, come on, man.
Literal ouch. My goodness.
It's totally fine. Totally just giving you a hard time. All good. And yeah, you would submit as usual in the past, well, I don't know. That's we all have to discuss what the rules are for this year. But generally speaking, program committee members automatically get to present if they're proposing a paper.
Yeah, and I think the unspoken piece of that is like, don't bring it unless you can bring it, right? Like, if you're on the program committee, hopefully you can tell if you've got something or not. That's how I've run it since I've been invited.
That people have not taken advantage of that. Like, no program committee has ever just given a total crap paper because they could get away with not having something better.
Right.
And even having proposed something that they couldn't back up.
Hoagie time, why aren't you on the stream?
Yeah.
What's up?
Get me on the call. Stat. Yeah, thank you for noticing. This is my Zelda look here because I can't find my actual Zelda red bubble shirt at the moment. Oh, there's a reason.
Oh, there is a reason.
It's in all caps. If the reason is in all caps, then it's serious. So.
So while Julianne is here, though, I want to ask you to bring me my automaton next week.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna call you on Tuesday or so.
Wise choice. I'm so excited that I get to see so many of you next week.
Except for me.
I know. It's sad.
It'll be fine.
But the rest of us will be
I'm hoping I can Skype in. Can y'all go to both the sessions I'm supposed to be running / Skype me in? So that I don't have to get my co-chairs to do it, because they'll be running the session.
Are you?
I haven't even managed to look at the program yet.
No, me neither. Are you doing anything on Thursday, Dana?
I'm not at AMS. So
no, are you supposed to be doing anything on Thursday?
Gosh, our sessions are Friday and Saturday, I believe.
Okay, then I can do it. Thursday, the only thing I am going to is AMS After Dark.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason I'm going to that is because I'm presenting, and I help organize. So I feel like I should go. But otherwise, I'm flying from Los Angeles to Boston overnight between Wednesday and Thursday. I need to take a nap and just hang out with Tom for a while.
Yeah,
you probably would have been on the same flight had I decided to just go, but I decided to plan my wedding / stay at home the weekend.
That is legitimate.
Yeah, you know. Alright,
well, all I know is that, Ryan, when you are back up for air and have your sea legs again, you and me and Julianne need to go and hang out.
Yes, for sure.
And then Skype me into that.
Yeah.
If it's in a hotel room, I will totally, or in the bar, I will totally hang. I'll sit here and sip something, and we'll have a time.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
That totally needs to be a thing. I need to look at the schedule seriously. All I know is I'm presenting at the Ludo Eco session on Friday noon, for which I'm writing my paper as we speak, but not literally as we speak. And then I'm chairing a session on Saturday. Other than that, I don't really know. I marked up the preliminary schedule. What I haven't had a chance to do is compare the preliminary to the final to see if there's anything changed. So I do kind of have a general idea of what I should be doing as long as those things haven't shifted days.
Okay, our sessions are Friday noon time, which is actually 12:30 to 2. Yep. Catastrophe and Play, which Karen is presenting at, along with her partner, Tyler.
Nice.
On Civilization 6.
Yeah.
And then we have Isaiah Green and Andrew Barecki talking about radiation, Chernobyl, etc. It's going to be really interesting. So Ludo is partnering with the Eco-Criticism Study Group, and we were kind of looking at climate change, post-apocalyptic soundscapes, zombies, kind of whatever people had to throw at us. And we have a really fascinating session, and we have Kate Galloway as our respondent, because who else is as immersed in both Eco and Ludo? So she's going to be fantastic.
I'm excited for this. The weird thing I think for both me and Tyler working on Civ 6 is that it's a fascinating game and so important from a kind of gameplay perspective on eco criticism. But with regard to sound and music, there's not a whole lot going on, but that in and of itself is interesting. So I have all of my thoughts and ideas laid out, and the question is just spinning it into this 10 to 15 minute long observation paper that lays out why it's important to spend this much time talking about a game where the sound isn't the focal point.
Julianne joined. Put her on the stream right now. Do it.
Yes, I will do it. Hold on.
I dare you.
I'm on it.
A triple dog dare you. Now you have to do it.
Anyway, for anybody coming to AMS next week, come hear my talk on Civ 6. I'm really excited to talk about the sounds and lack thereof of climate change.
Also Skype me in so I can live tweet it.
Please.
If there's one thing I can do, it is live tweet your paper from afar.
I appreciate that.
Yes, she's done it before.
Yes, she has.
Yeah. Dana, I'll send it to you. You should have it.
Julianne, I talked you up today in my composer interview because we were talking about how John Hillman is like buddies with Austin Wintory. And he was like, yeah, so if you work on Journey, I'm like, I know someone who did a brilliant paper on Journey.
Aww.
So, and she gave it a retry, and it was
Okay. Thank you.
so yeah.
How was the interview? I looked like the interview went well.
It went amazingly well. So you missed the part where I said that he sent me literally all of his sketches and written out. He actually composed a lot of it.
I love Julianne's excited face for that.
Yeah,
that's
he sent me
awesome.
everything. It was such a
Elation.
and
Yes, Sigma Beta, I agree, and I got this by accident. My bad.
Yeah, it was a really gracious interview. I was lucky in that, I sort of walked him through like, here's what I'm saying about your stuff, and then he was like, wow, yeah, that's like a really good take on it. I've thought a lot of I was in a similar headspace, like. It was kind of a nice moment of alignment that I was like, good, this is what I'm hearing in it. And then he's like, I'm really glad, because that's kind of what I wanted people to get from things. And, yeah,
Nice.
It was a good alignment. So, I have to do some transcribing tomorrow, but...
Yeah. The Outsider. That's right. I love I shall eat you. It's so formal.
Yeah. That was me and the chicken I had today.
What kind of chicken was it?
Chicken.
Come on, slime eel. Come on this side.
What did we call this? Or someone on the chat? Chipmunks or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I forget what it was. I don't remember.
But yeah, Julianne, thank you for immediately noticing that I kind of Zelda cosplayed here with my
It was
setup.
very good.
And then I
It was
decided
very
the headphones had to go over the hood, so...
Yes.
I love that our bosses, when they die now, we get big drama time.
It's like an opera. They have to sing about it for 10 minutes.
That's right, that's
Yeah.
right.
That's such
So-
a satisfying fanfare.
That begs the question, what type of island is it? Let's go find out before we end things for the night.
I can tell you what type of island it is not. It is no man. It is not a no man, because no man is an island, so it can't be that.
Boo.
Yeah. It's so many instruments. We're collecting an orchestra.
Yes,
But
we
like
are.
a weird orchestra. Like a 90s world music section orchestra.
No way, you have random
Great.
ethnic instruments and a marimba and a chime. You're collecting the Super Nintendo Orchestra.
Oh. My comment still stands. 90s world music.
It's the Barnes and Noble section.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So where do we get brass in this game besides like the kind of silly
You missed
tongue-in-cheek
some
brass with like Sir
you missed some
Rupert
good
or whatever his name was?
We had some
Yeah, there's some brass in some of the regular themes, though.
There's
right?
not a lot of it though. No, this is mostly all chamber stuff. There's very, very little
No.
brass.
Yeah, like I mean,
That's
I like
fantastic.
the idea of chamber music. Trying thing about this kind of tiny aesthetic that I was talking about last time, like the kind of tabletop aesthetic in this game.
Yeah.
I've been in a very big tabletop mood lately.
Oh, oh.
Here's our other silly-ish brass.
There's some derpy brass right there.
That is derpy
Yeah.
brass.
Yeah, there's earnest brass. There's the what was the thing we started the stream with where I was like, ooh, French horn.
Yeah, that was the Dream Shrine to get the ocarina.
Dream Shrine. Yes, thank you. Foreboding. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I quite go all the way to foreboding.
It forebodes.
Okay, I'll give you it foreboding. Maybe it's not. It's not dope personified.
One quick detour for a shell, because you only come to this location once. And I don't want to come back on my own time later.
Yes, exactly. A derp yet to come.
Oh, and the windfish, let's be clear, is very dirty.
A little bit. Just a titch. Or just a twitch, as we determined earlier.
Twitch.
Brian named his save file in the Game Boy like TWTCH.
It's like
Yeah.
Ruth.
Because it was the Twitch stream, but it's Twitch. So,
Okay, hold on,
Julianne,
we've got
Steve
some
teamed
switching
with us
to do.
last night.
Which means we're about to lose Julianne on the stream for the briefest of moments. I'll bring her right back.
Bitch, bye.
The heck?
I don't care.
They can still hear you, they just can't see you.
Oh.
Julianne just starts
Can I just like
cursing
fart
so
so
loudly.
loud?
Right, now that Julianne is gone.
Now that
talk
Julianne
about her.
Quick, everyone, say what you really think. Actually, when you were not here yet, it was all, where is the Dr. Designatus? So,
Very slow to get my
Alright.
stuff done.
We have to listen to this. This is our adagio for strings, as Sigma Beta said a minute ago.
getting sassy.
Wait, I feel like students are in this chat. Am I back on?
You are.
Yeah.
You've always been on audio. Students are here. It's all good.
Okay. Sorry.
So, oh, hold on. I have to light it and then check it right away. This awesome minor mode presentation of the Windfish theme is really great. But it's better because it's in this shrine we get our answer about the island. to the finder.
Also, Julianne,
The
did
Isle
you
of
notice that my
Koholint is but
keyboard
an
no
illusion.
longer...
Yeah, go ahead, Dana.
I was gonna say my keyboard no longer sounds like a jet plane coming through the stream. We switched it. It's great. I can type without like having to mute myself.
Yeah, I love the fact that it took the time to make this rhyme in English. Human monster, sea, sky, a scene on the lid of the sleeper's eye.
Wow.
Awake the dreamer, and Koholint will vanish, much like a bubble on a needle.
Beautiful dream, awake unto me.
Castaway, you should
How
know
many
the
times
truth.
am I going to reference that stupid song?
I don't
on
know.
screen? This is
cannot
like
tell you.
4 or 5 now.
All I know is that I look at the little shrine thing, and I want for a split second for it to go through that Assassin's Creed transformation, where it turns into a secret code, and I get really excited, and I was like, it's the wrong game.
Right.
Ass Creed, as you used to call it in stream, and in our
Ass
stream
Creed.
chat.
Ass Creed. Because, let's be real, Assassin's Creed 3, not great.
Yeah.
I have not played the remaster
So
yet. I've heard
like
it's much
this.
better.
I haven't played the remaster either, because I'm still trying to get equipment that is powerful enough to play any of the last, 5 Assassin's Creed games. So I'm stuck at Rogue. Very sad.
Good times.
I wish I were closer to you. I would loan you my extra computer in the basement.
It's cool. I'm still
Oh.
hopeful that they're going to come up with a school-owned device for me that is all-powerful and can run all the stuff, because I need it for class next semester.
Yeah,
so,
they should.
Great and
Chop, chop.
powerful.
Listen to this
The song of
awesome
the toot toot.
expansion of that theme we just heard on Woodwinds here.
I feel like
Yikes,
punctuation
Dana.
is important, Sigma Beta.
As somebody who's seen most of those, God, this is my life. Yeah. Was it earlier that was saying I always write on depressing topics?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You give awesome papers on weird and depressing things.
It's depressing, but in a different way. I was depressed on my audience. That's true.
Come on. There we go.
Who's looking it up first? That would be me, because I don't care what my search
Yeah.
history has.
It's a snack.
Alright, here's how the relief looks
It is
on
a
the Switch
snack.
version, by the way.
Oh, there's a whole category on Pornhub. Excellent. Let's see.
Oh my god, Dana. Okay.
Oh, it's like those creepy videos where they animate characters from the
Oh, yeah.
series. Nothing
Sigma Beta,
clever.
that boss was in the original, but I had beaten it and then just not looked at the relief for the purpose of the stream. This script
How
is
relieving.
exactly the same
Nice.
as in the Game Boy Color version, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright, we have to go do one more fun thing, and then we have 10 minutes, we're gonna be done. We'll do Dungeon 6 next time.
Nothing with a good title. It's all just... It's all
So
just
wait.
what you'd expect.
When we reconvene in a week or two, depending on SMT attendance,
We're
Are
gonna
we gonna-
play Goose
we're gonna-
Game!
I was gonna say we have to finish this and then Goose Game same night, because that's cool.
I think we have another full day of this, honestly, because
Oh,
we
okay.
have 6, 7, 8 to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. That's awesome.
And then we'll do, because I don't want to shortchange the goose.
No, we don't.
Look, if you
I don't
shortchange
wanna
the
miss
goose, you
the
get
goose.
the honk or whatever it is.
You mess with the honk, you get the bonk.
Yeah.
Right.
Shortchange the honk, you get bonked. Yeah.
I finally played it last Friday, and I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. It was so good.
The
I'm
goose
really
game is
excited.
gloriously good.
It's gloriously good.
It's
laughing out loud good.
Oh my gosh, did y'all see what my friend Megan posted on my Facebook wall today? I'm gonna like link it in chat if I can find it. I feel like I'm able to find it.
So, this is really dumb, by the way. Check this out. All the signs say try again from the start, unless you check this one. And then it, oh, rats.
Yeah,
one of them.
you're like, unless it, different.
Oh, it's this one up here. They added one sign. This one. Start here. Go this way. And now as long as you check them all in the right order, which gets really hard, because there's a lot of signs, and it's easy to lose sight of them. Especially on the Game Boy Color, where there's screen loads between all this bullshit as well.
Oh yeah. It's time to go.
Yeah, I love that one.
I love everything about Nintendo Goose Game.
I didn't laugh at Gander. I did not laugh.
We're almost done with this annoying maze here. There's 15 signs total.
I decided for Friday night dinner tomorrow, we're doing breakfast tacos, so I'm doing chorizo, scrambled eggs, and like spiced potatoes. And everybody's just gonna bring whatever toppings they want on that.
Okay. Wait, you can't hookshot over a hole? Oh, I don't know how that happened. Okay. Whatever. It's open now.
When no one laughs at
Alright,
cancer.
our last switch up of the day here.
Gaggled a little. Gaggle. Geese. Haha.
Alright, now we're inside our dungeon.
What are you looking at?
Look who it is. It's Wart from Mario 2.
Brain.
You're looking at brains.
It's awesome. I love it.
It's Wart! Ribbit! He's Mamu. I don't believe that for a second.
Right, so now we have to pay him and he's going to sing another
like
song for us.
Previously unreleased cut, yeah.
Look it up. The man... What did I say earlier was my favorite moment in gaming? The Mambo? This is better than that.
This is amazing.
I had forgotten about that. This is better than that. I strike that from the record. This is better.
Nice. Let's see what it looks like on the Switch.
AF.
That was like a straight bop. I was like, yeah, bop it.
That's gonna be like the theme music to the eventual podcast I have about video game music.
Look at his giant hemp kick now.
Mamu, Mamushi in Japanese is a pit viper. Just, you know,
nice.
Japanese copperhead, basically.
Oh, nice.
So,
here we go.
In case you're curious.
As long as you're screaming Gen Z shit all over the chat, might as well add to it. Although that's expired. I'm tired.
Wait, but listen to this. This is awesome. This is extra good. That's got some like straight up early 90s something going on underneath.
I love how it sounds like blah 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 blah. All right.
Song of Soul. It can even liven up unlivening things.
It can. It can bring the dead back to life. We're gonna do that twice in this game.
Yay.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do that next week. Because this is our good stopping point right now. So we are gonna be done instead of trying to press on and, like, go overtime.
Well, we have 5 minutes.
I will go try to wake the rooster early. I don't know if you can in this version of the game or not. My guess is no.
So rooster, wait, you early because the roosters are out at like 3 a.m. or is that just the rooster next to me?
Nope, it doesn't budge an inch. You cannot move it yet. So we can't wake him yet. His bones are down there underneath here. The other stuff I've got... Ooh, look at all this map we have now. That's awesome.
So much map.
What we have to do is... first of all, we need to talk about Tao's Hal Mountains theme. We haven't done that yet, oh my gosh. Then I have to finish the trading game as well and get the boomerang. That I can't do in 5 minutes. What we can do, however... Hold on. We can warp up and listen to the new Tao's Hal Mountain theme.
Ooh, Sigma Beta has something for Julianne.
But it's a butt.
What?
Is it a 9?
Oh my god. FF9.
9?
Probably the best outfit I've ever seen for a dissertation defense.
Yeah, for sure.
But did you see the girl that wore her the woman who wore her rejection letters as a skirt for her defense?
Yes, I did. The problem is, like, that's an impossible outfit if you've never submitted anything for review.
That's true.
This is my favorite Zelda arrangement. This melody, I mean, of the whole Zelda series. This is where it's at.
This is real good. Notice it's still strings. It makes it so good. That is Star Tropics.
Yeah, it is. They work in the Windfish song to the arrangement now.
All the winds with the Windfish. Nice.
Yeah, the Windfish ballad is there. The bassoon is so good. Everything about this is amazing. There's your brass, Julianne.
Yeah, it's brass. This is very, like, Blazing Saddles, Western.
Yes!
Oh, for sure it is.
Yeah. It's a straight up Western. Love it.
Especially that ba-da-ba. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the minor.
I'm expecting, like, Man of La Mancha at any moment.
I'm surprised it hasn't looped yet, but here it's going
It's
to, I'm
kind
sure.
of a Knights of Sidonia by Muse vibe. For that exact
Hey, wait. Look, if you stay here long enough, you get the chiptune.
What? Guess who that brings joy to? It's me.
And yeah, that's the loop point now, is they use the chiptune to seal us back through the loop. That's amazing.
This game just keeps, like really tugging on my heart here. First with the ocarina thing when Baron's following you around was the cutest thing I've ever heard. And then we had that Monko fish. Now this. Like, this game is just knocking it out of the park. So good.
Yeah, look, the chiptune is coming back. Have we not looped yet? Or did I miss it the first time? No, we have looped, because that's the clarinet windfish stuff. We heard that the first time.
So good. This remake, I mean, y'all, I don't know how much y'all have paid attention, but I am, like, notoriously anti-remake,
Anti-music remix,
Yeah. I'm kind of a jerk about it, and I am, like, full hog into the game.
Every choice they've made is the correct
Full
choice.
hog.
Man, it's good.
Just about. Doug had his little list of working on making it great.
Yeah. In any case, I cannot think of a better tune to close our stream to than this. This is just awesome.
We also open on it next week. It's just like maximum.
That's right. I am really looking forward to seeing a number of you, including everybody I'm currently on video with, next week at some point. Hopefully I see a lot of you in chat at AMS or GameSoundCon.
Hey!
Yeah.
Looking forward. Can't wait.
Yep. Alright, good night everybody for now. We'll be back in
AMS!
probably
Wait,
2, maybe 3 weeks.
Beta.
Oh wait, what?
I will probably stream next week, and because they'll be out, like, doing AMS After Dark and doing their things. So, stay tuned on my Twitter. I will post. I'm a musicologist everywhere. But it may be coffee and donut gaming time with me and Joe.
Nice.
I don't know what we're gonna play. He has Final Fantasy VIII to finish, but I don't know if we want to do that since we'll be doing it on
That's
stream,
our next big game right after Goose Game.
He may subject me to playing something I've never played before, maybe Pokemon? I don't know.
Nice.
That's a big lacuna, and one that Joe has said he wants to, like, watch me play and make fun of me when I can't play it. So, anyway, since I won't be in Boston, I will probably stream. Stay tuned on the Twits.
That sounds good. We will let everybody know. All the rest of us, Sigma Beta, yes, next week, a week from today, we will be in Boston. So, if you're there, come find us at some point. It'll be awesome. Anyway, good night for now, everybody. We'll see everybody when we see ya. Bye-bye.
Good night, folks.
Night, night.